Hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to our Sunday crypto chat on Monday. If you're just tuning in and didn't tune in live, we're going to start in about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. So we'll give some people some time to get in here. Oh, wait a minute. We're not supposed to use that music this week. Hang on. These are the boobs that you get this week, and you can thank the Wussy Boys for that. Welcome from Portugal. Hey, DeFi Summer Child. Thomas, how are you, sir? Red Snapper, how you doing, brother? All right, we got like 9 minutes. We'll wait for people to mosey on in here, but thank you so much for clicking in. I got some country here for you in a second, Thomas. You'll love it. I got to keep it a little bit cleaner because we got these children that don't have lives that have been reporting my videos because of boobies. So here's your boobies for this week. Hey, Dr. Ed, how you doing, my brother? This time, if I get reported, there's no way a review shows that there's any nudity or anything like that in this one. Ooh, I do need to turn down the mic level a little bit. There we go. Hope everybody's weekend was absolutely wonderful. I'm doing great, man. My buddy's here for, another day and a half, 2 days? And then he's heading back to Cleveland. 5 minutes. About 5 minutes.
I'm not done. One more time with feeling. Help me out now. Your love is like bad medicine. Bad medicine's what I need. Whoa, shake it up. Just like bad medicine. You got the potion that can cure my disease. Your love, bad medicine. Your gifts is what I
Here's just some country.
Well, now it's all going to pot, or whether we like it or not. Best I can tell, the world's gone to hell, and we're sure gonna miss it a lot. All of the whiskey in Lynchburg, Tennessee, just couldn't hit the spot. I got $100 bill, friend, you keep your pills, 'cause it's all going to pot. That cackle babble head in the box must think I'm dumb as a rock. Reading me the news while I'm kicking off my shoes, and it's scaring me out of my socks. That red-headed stranger I'm not, but buddy, let me tell you what. If you ask old Will to say, here's the deal, friends, it's all going to pot. Well, it's all going to pot, or whether we like it or not.
See, there's no way that anybody can get offended with this. All right, we got 4 minutes till we start, 3 minutes till we
Got
start.
$100 bill, you can keep your pills, friend, it's all going to pot.
I love the way that Willie plays that music. He plays solos on the acoustic like that. I wish people could play that well
Well, I
on the
thought I
electric.
had found me a girl, sweetest little thing in the world.
All right,
And
well,
all my jokes went up in smoke when I called her making eyes at Merle.
today's video is a sponsored video, so let's go ahead and get the sponsored video out of the way.
Said she never gonna
This part of the video is sponsored content and not financial advice.
Are you so lonely that your entire existence consists of sitting around waiting for Chico crypto videos to be posted so that you can go give the video a thumbs down? Are you such an underachiever that the most original thing that you can do on a weekend is to turbo report his live streams that result in only a temporary reduction in viewers for his videos?
Leave Brittany alone!
You see 100 times the amount of money come into him in tips that he would have ever received in the monetization of that particular live stream in the first place. Kind of makes you a loser, doesn't it? Do you then also employ the same feeble strategy on friends of the channel that aren't even a monetized channel yet? We here at Hodl AF Productions take pity upon you and won't show any more women's cleavage since it scares you so much. Just when was the last time you got laid? There is no reason for you to behave in such an adolescent manner, like taking your sexual frustrations out on others. There is help available. We offer addictomy procedure counseling because we all know it's time for you to get one. But we also all know that you're too big of a wussy to undergo the procedure in the first place, even though it might actually benefit you by the time that you reach the age of puberty. But the good news is there is help available. These nuts can help you become a grown-up, a productive member of society. You still can be a man. There is still time. You just need some balls. You need these nuts. These nuts work with your immune system to fight being such a pussy for up to 12 hours longer than other leading medicines. These nuts are not meant for everybody. Please consult your physician before taking. Possible side effects may include, but are not limited to, indigestion, athlete's foot, low blood sugar. Your jealousy of Chico Crypto and those associated with him will diminish. Acid reflux, You won't be afraid to speak to women anymore. Nausea, cottonmouth. You might actually grow a pair and not take allowance from your parents anymore for playing video games 24 hours a day. Yeast infection, gingivitis, blurred vision. Even more side effects include spontaneous combustion, Down syndrome, bankruptcy, lowering of your voice due to a change in hormone balance, heart failure. Quit your part-time job at 7-Eleven to hopefully find a job more suitable for a young eunuch of your age. Depression, bad breath, drowsiness, itchy throat, gout, heartburn, deep vein thrombosis, low blood pressure, high blood pressure, vaginal fistulas. You will be able to move out of your mother's basement. You can start wearing men's clothing again. You can donate all your women's lingerie to needy women. You'll be able to raise your sophomore English grades to a passing score. Other side effects may include AIDS, paralysis, kidney failure, moderate to severe Crohn's disease, detached retina, cardiac arrest, peeling of skin, seizures, dyslexia, total shutdown of vital organs, lowering of all mental faculties. Do not consume any milk or water when taking these nuts. Do not eat any vegetables that contain less than 3 vowels. People who take these nuts are more likely to develop certain cancers. The good news is that you'll be immune from testicular cancer because you have no balls. You can lower your daily masturbatory count to a more manageable level. You can continue to watch videos of other men when you self-gratify yourself. We here at Hoddle AF Productions don't care what you like to do with your time. Have no opinion either way if you choose to continue to watch gay porn. But you may choose to have more women on your screen more often. We don't care what you do with your free time. Why are you so concerned with what other people do with theirs? Grow a pair with these nuts.
There we go. There we go. Appreciate all you coming in. We got 21. Let's go ahead and get started. I guess first of all, I owe everybody that was present last Sunday a big apology. As you know, now this is either somebody that we've booted out of the group or is just group hating me with Tyler or whatever, and they turbo report. And again, I'm sorry for those that were in where we got shut down and then I had a week timeout, but not going to give them any ammunition to be able to take down the stream, as I was telling y'all in the last stream that stayed up, that we were going to donate any proceeds that come to this to other people. So anyway, all right, you got me, wussy boys. You got my channel taken down for a week, a non-monetized channel. I got you by calling you a wussy boy. Let's call it even and go do something productive with your life. Thank you, man. Hey, Prestige. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad, DeFi Summer Child. I'm glad that brought you some laughs. And now my hotkeys are working, but they ain't at the same time. So there we go. You're gonna have to endure some of these. Real quick, let's hit through some of the news stuff that I thought was pretty interesting. I guess first, I'm gonna ask you, y'all follow me on Twitter. We put some interesting stuff there, and I do videos whenever. So and a lot of the information that I share here is information that some of you guys shared in the Chico crypto chat, and maybe some of you missed it, but there's some good stuff there. But I try to post it there, so y'all follow me. But there's all kinds of good stuff going on. We're going to come back and talk about some of these here in a second. But first of all, hey, Kenzie, how are you, my brother? How are you, my brother? Good job on the stream last night. I'm sorry I tuned in late. My state, the state of Texas, looks like we're going to be the second state that's going to be receiving crypto, behind Wyoming. The crypto law expert said there's one flaw, and that has to do with DeFi earnings and how to treat those. But since we don't have a state income tax, it's not that big of a deal. But being able to pay our taxes or whatever with Bitcoin, hey, again, there we go. That's a step towards adoption, which is kind of cool. Everybody's talking about I'm doing well, Quick Crypto. I hope you are as well. Everybody's talking about NFTs. And I guess I wasn't social media-ing at the time because this particular meme is new to me, but she put it out there and son of a gun, damn near got $500,000 for it. There is no way that this is sustainable. There's just no way. This is nuts. This is crazy. So over the weekend, there was a project, and we were tweeting about it, that came out, and it was Faye Labs. And the reason that I thought this was sexy was Coinbase was one of the original investors in this. And so, yeah, I mean, you know what exchange it's going to end up on pretty soon, just because that's how it rolls. But Faye is a stable coin. It's a new take on a stable coin. It's pegged at $1 USD. But when you sell it and it's under the peg, you actually get penalized. And if it's over the peg, you actually get some compensation for it. Now, in the pre-sale, you had the option, and I did 50% of my Faye, but you had the option to pre-swap for the sister token, which begins with a T. What is it? Tribe, which now has a price of $2. And a lot of people dumped when they got the airdrop because you got your Faye and you got an equal amount of Tribe. Mine was heavy towards the Tribe side because I did the pre-swap with half of it. And then when this dropped down from the airdroppers selling it, it dropped down to like 60 cents at one point. And then that was when I went into the liquidity pool and their version of the farming, because the cost of admission was less. So I put a portion of it in there, gonna let it sit, and then we'll see what happens to this price. We'll see what happens to the price of Faye, assuming that it comes back up to $1. Pretty interesting though, but a different tweak on stable coins I thought was kind of cool. One last thing here on NFTs. Coinbase employees exchange NFT rings in wedding ceremony. Okay, whatever. Here's my question. There's only 2 Coinbase employees in the customer service department. That's why they can't answer your phone calls anymore, and it takes 7 weeks to get a response to an email. This is so frustrating that they're going public when every dime that they make is straight going into their pockets or another program, but not in the further development of the platform itself, like maybe hire more than 2 customer service reps. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Let me get caught up. I am doing wonderful. Let's see, Dohi, what? Why? Stream violations, you're gone. I'm gone again? No, I'm still going. This time. It's working again. Man, I'm doing wonderful, man. I'm doing wonderful. Did you see this tweet? What tweet, my brother? Well, again, I think I came out on the better end of it since I did the pre-swap, and I wasn't planning on selling it right away anyway. But yeah, I only threw a small handful at it anyway. Done a couple of more experiments for you guys that I want to go over. Let me jump into this here first. We got news. Real quick, let me make sure I'm caught up with the Coinbase's dog water. Yeah, but again, you know that they're going to pump their own coins that they have. You know that they're going to pump their own coins on their own exchange. So if it turns out being a short-term play for me, okay. Here's me on Twitter. No, I'm actually up. I think I threw 5 ETH at it. I'm up like 2 ETH right now. So I'm sitting okay right now. So I'm pretty happy with it. While we're talking about that, everybody, if you're not following Kenzie here, if you're not following crypto culture, there is something wrong with you. There is something absolutely wrong with you, and you need to seek medical attention. Or you can go over and subscribe to his channel now, and you won't have to go get medical attention. You're like, it's all right, Shiva, we haven't done anything yet except 3 quick news stories. Hey, if y'all look in the body of the, let me take this off screen for a second because I'm gonna get something that y'all don't need to see. Where am I? There. Sorry. All right, let me grab this here real quick. All right, so my buddy is leaving town on Wednesday. His flight leaves on Wednesday. So been teaching him DeFi. When he came to visit, before that he had gone on a trip and had sent me like 0.8 ETH and just said, "Hey man, can you see if you can do something with it?" So I threw it at 2 different Tyler calls back to back, and then when he got back home, I said, "Here you go," and I sent it to him, and it was 10 ETH that we had. So we'd basically done a 10x in about a week, basically following Tyler calls. I then got a phone call from him and just said, "Hey man, I'm going to come visit and see what you're doing." So I'm going to share with you some of the things that we've learned, relearned, old lessons reinforced. But yesterday we said, you know what, let's close the computers, let's go do something. And so we went to my favorite restaurant, and I looked around and I didn't see my favorite waitress around. So we just said, sit us outside. And long story short, she was part of the experiment where we sent some Ethereum. And she's actually the one that's been using it. But she walked up to me last night and said, I thought I recognized your laugh. And she came to visit with us for a little bit. But let me tell you something. I'm so proud of her because she said, you're not going to guess what I've done. I've started throwing $20 a week and buying some Ethereum every Friday. And I was so proud of her. Now she's doing it on Robinhood. We're going to go over the differences between what it is on Robinhood, but she's a step ahead of a lot of other kids that are 21 years old. So in the body of the description of this YouTube video, if you wanted to help out a young girl who's going through college, working hard, here's her Ethereum address. And she was going to send me a picture I was going to share with you guys today. But I hadn't got it yet. And I wasn't going to show her. Wasn't going to show another picture that she had posted on social media without her permission. But anyway, she's a sweetheart. She's a little hottie. And y'all help her out if you can. Poor little regular girl making through it, working her way through college. Y'all help her out if you can, but that's her Ethereum address there. Nah, I ain't a pimp, my brother. You just look for good souls that are out there. You just look for good souls, and I've always found that when you give a little bit, more comes back to you. There was one thing on Twitter that I wanted to share with you guys that you may or may not have seen. And I know that a lot of you guys are in Olympus, OHM. Where'd it go? Oh, did you see this? A former playmate who's now a photographer wearing a bullish Bitcoin shirt. And she may or may not be at the Bitcoin conference at the beginning of June. Where's what I wanted to show you? Here we go. There's a YouTube video put out by the head of the devs for Olympus, and there's a YouTube video on there, but a lot of people freaked out when they where'd it go? I just had it. When they saw that there was going to be an increase in the token supply, and it caused the dump. Here's the too long didn't read version of this. If Olympus were to drop all the way down to $1 from where it is now, and if during this time, over 5 months, if you were in the staking pool at these ridiculous APYs right now, that if it dropped to $1 5 months from now, you would be even. Let me say that again. If it dropped to $1 and you were in the staking pool the entire time, you would be even. That means if it comes down to $2, you would be at a 2x. If it comes down to $100, you would be at 100x. The APYs are over 100,000% right now, guys, especially here at the beginning. One of the lessons that in going over with my buddy while we were here, one of the lessons that was reconfirmed was if you own a token and it has staking available, put it to work. If you have a token, put a small percentage of it towards even like the liquidity pool and just leave it there, There's an old expression in the Army, which also became an expression in almost every restaurant and hotel. Anybody where somebody that was in the Army at one time came, the slogan is, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. So if all you're going to do is hodl these sons of guns anyway, put them to work. What's the APY? More than you're getting for just holding. More than you're just getting for holding. Put it to work. Every dime, 10 dimes make a dollar. Let your money work for you. That was one of the lessons that was reconfirmed during my buddy's stay. Guess I need to put that on loop, don't I? Sorry about that. We've gone black. We've gone black. Properties. Loop. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought about giving it my attention earlier, and I said no, because it's going to start the music over again. Sorry about that. All right. So if you're in OHM, put it in the staking. Put it in the staking. The current APY is 114,772%. Put it to work. Put your money to work. Let me come back and see what you guys are talking about. My stream got taken down again? I'm showing it live still. The stream's under attack again? Wow. Okay, well, I guess the request to, hey, let's be men and walk our separate ways fell on deaf ears. Yeah, the price is going to go down and the APY is going to go down. But right now, did I download the music to my computer and running it on the loop? I'm running it on the, I'm running it through OBS right now. Wow, I can't believe the stream's still under attack. But, yeah, put your money to work. Now, another lesson that we learned, get into good projects. We already know that. Stay where you can. Get into, but just don't tippy top. One of the things that I did with my experimental wallet, and it put the growth of my experimental wallet on hold because of this, 3-day experiment we did, Dave? Because of a 3-day experiment was, we would go through, and when they showed up on this hot one, we would go and we would look for a good time to jump in. And yeah, we took an ass whooping after about 3 days. Took an ass whooping about 3 days. So not my game. I got out of it. Oh, and by the way, also got caught captive of my first rug pull. Doing it this way also. I lost 0.3 ETH on that. So don't be chasing these. And I put the address on Twitter. But there is one address you just want to stay away from. He's got some kind of computer program, and he goes in and throws like 400,000, 500,000 at every play. And then when it gets up to 20% gain, he just starts beating the living hell out of it. Look through my Twitter. I put a warning out there. Stay away from this, any project that this wallet's touching until he's done playing around with it. Because when he's done playing around with it, then it grows. Like what's the one? Cards. When he got through Smash and that, it's now 6x up. Or maybe find his wallet address, and then when he's done playing with it, then think about going into it. But yeah, for me, that chasing the hot coins strategy did not work. So we went right back to what we were doing before. Find good projects. And again, 95% of what I do is based on a Tyler call. And when it gets to 2x, sell some percent. When it gets to 3x, take some percent till the initial investment is out. And then the next time he puts out another token, you throw that money at the next one. That's how I'm doing it. That's not financial advice, but that is that's the strategy that's worked well for me. And overall, big picture, by the end of the bear market, about 60% to where I wanted to be. So hopefully we're only about a third of the way through this. What's the best coin buying strategy have been working for you the best? What's the best coin buying strategy? Tyler calls and holds. That's what I'm doing. That's worked well for me. I've already done my research on Tyler, and when he says, "Hey, I like this," I go. You just said it. Don't answer. All right. Did you download the? Oh wait, I already read that. Any more information on Delphi? No, sir, I don't. On my experimental picks, I pulled them off the table and just said, screw it. I'm going back to my original strategy. On the experimental wallet, like I said, we started with 5. The goal is 200. We're to 16 ETH on that one. And Labs is the only one that is still high on my list. Other than that card starter, and only not because I like it or anything, but it's a Cardano fanboy play. So I knew that they were going to come aping in. Just like I know LPL is going to happen too. So I ain't sweating it. Yeah, Alchemist, man. And Alchemist hit CoinGecko early this morning, which is awesome. Did you see there was a really cool picture that they had on their Twitter this morning that I liked? I can't make it full picture. Yeah, if you be following them on Twitter, somebody posted this in the Chico chat group. I really liked it. There's a lot to read here, and I ain't gonna read it to you. But go find them on Twitter, or find it in the or go find them on Twitter and read it there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Mist is finally on CoinGecko. Yeah, we saw how big was that? There was somebody throwing 30 something ETH at it this morning, right at about $100. So, yeah, that's why the pump. Now come the other influencers, and as the haze clears away, that price will hopefully continue to go up. And again, the good thing about being in the Chico Army is we are first at the trough. If you bought this when Tyler first started giving hints on Twitter and in our Telegram group, you would be 5x right now. Let me see. Let me come back and read it here on the bigger screen. Let's see. What about YSEC? Space to grow? I think there's room for YSEC to grow when their product comes out. But again, I wouldn't throw a lot of money in it. That's a lottery ticket play. Say you miss out on Tyler's pick and it doubles. Do you still look to enter or wait till the next token? I'm a firm believer in the little bit here, a little bit there, everything in moderation when you're buying. So if I'm going 10 ETH into it, I may only throw 2.5, 3 ETH at it the first time, and then a little bit at a time depending on what the price is doing. But the question on if it doubles, do I still look to enter? I probably do, because, what I've noticed is those people that watch his wallet, they come in and they buy heavy, they drive the price up.
And then they come in to the Telegram group and start dropping hints like, oh, let's say that they're watching the Tyler Wallet Watchers, and then they buy, and so then they buy, and then you'll see them come into the Telegram group and act like they've got the inside story, except play like it's from left field. Like, I wonder about XYZ coin. I wonder if Tyler's ever going to talk about it. It's like, so you can tell the guys that are doing a coordinated shield, because that's how fake their conversation is. They'll run it in, some other people will run in, they'll dump it down, and then that's usually, if I miss right when it comes out, I wait till they dump it down, because eventually it seems to come right back down to the level where Tyler first talked about it, eventually, before it takes off. Now, I say that, and NFY went from 60 to 600. And the lowest it's ever come back down to is what, 250, right around 200. So the answer is, I don't know, Don. It's going to depend, which is why, let me circle back around, which is why I'm a big believer in a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Spread out your buys. Guys, we're talking about 2, 3, 4 X's. We're talking about 10 X's. Don't talk to me about, oh, it's $50 in gas. Shut up. It's the cost of doing business. Cost of doing business. Man up. Don't act like one of these guys that are reporting my videos. Step up and be a big man. Be a crypto. Wear your big boy pants. Now, you know I'm just playing with you there. Never do more than your wallet will allow. Never do more than your budget will allow. Never go in any deeper than the risk that you feel like gambling. Like, for instance, Antonio, let me come back to yours. Let me use this really cool analogy that just popped into my head. On this, I went from a strategy that I know works. Like in a casino, the blackjack tables, I know how to play that game. I know the rules. I know that when I get 8s or aces, I always split them. I know that when I get this and the dealer's got a 6 or below, I'm always doubling down. I know the rules of the game. And you may not always win, but if you follow the book, you increase your chances. And so when you get into one of those grooves, I know how to hit it. You know, it's fun on the blackjack table. But then you do like in Rain Man and you wander over to the craps table or the roulette wheel and you don't know anything. Well, roulette's a coin flip anyway. But, you know, the craps table, that always seems like the funnest place in the casino. But I don't know how to play the game. And same thing with chasing these coins that are on the hot list. I don't know how to play that game. I'm just staying away from it. Okay, let me back up. What is my strategy for the bear market season? Hopefully I'll have a big pile of ETH. My strategy throughout the rest of the bull market is to stack ETH and stack Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is beyond that pain threshold about what I feel like paying for a Bitcoin. So my goal right now is I'm going to stack ETH because I think ETH has got a lot more room to grow this bull run than Bitcoin does. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't know. That's my personal belief. That's not financial advice. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, when we get to that point, my goal is to have my ETH purchase price well under $100 per ETH, and then I'm going to throw those in my and start staking them through my Avada. A lot of it I'm going to convert to Pax Gold, and a lot of it I'm just going to throw into DAI and be on the lending thing like on DYDX and just put it there and not have it bet in any position, but just loan it out at a
at whatever rate, and then I'll keep some play money to play, because Tyler's still going to have some diamonds that he finds even in the bear market, so I'll leave some play money to throw at those. And then I'm gonna hit the road, and I'll check crypto in the morning. In the afternoons I'm gonna do whatever role that Tyler has in plan with me. But again, the plan is to hit the road for at least a year, and travel for about a year, and not going to worry about the crypto, just let it do whatever. Anyway, that's my plan. No, I don't hold any Cardano. Yeah, screw CoinMarketCap. We don't care about CoinMarketCap. Doobie, if you go to the Alchemist Farm website with your wallet attached, on how to mint Crucible, yes. Yeah, it's cost to play the game, Kenzie. That's just what it is. The only play that I made on Tyler's Polka Swap hint from Saturday is to not sell any of my XOR. We got the validator airdrop coming up soon. And then if you did any of that XOR farming, you're going to get some Polka Swap airdrops. But other than that, no, I just didn't sell any XOR. It's ridiculous, the open wide. Not as big as it looks. It's a great spot. Oh, you talk about in Czechoslovakia, Doomy? Exactly, yeah. I'm going to take initial money out and then just let it ride. Yeah, because we've seen how it works. It's a 4-year cycle. And so if you have as much dry powder on the sideline as you can, when ETH comes back down to wherever it's going to come down to, and Bitcoin comes down to wherever it's going to come down to, then you load back up on those. You load back up on the projects that we know are going to be good. And we do it again next bull run, 3 years after the bull market ends. And so now we've seen how the cycle works, that 4-year cycle. What else? Oh. Am I on the screen? Yeah, I'm on the screen. All right, so the Bitcoin 2021. It is in Miami. Now, this is not the Miami Bitcoin conference. I believe that this is the one that's usually out in California, but since they can't even walk outside without a mask, or California, it's going to be in Florida. And I'll drop this down in. I know that Kinsey is going now. I know that we've got a couple of members in the Chico Army going. Everybody keeps asking, hey, when can we do a get-together? Hey, why don't we do it here? Let's go down to Miami. Go down to Miami and do a get-together. The conference is going to be boring, but there's going to be some cool people there. But, there's an after party in there, and then plus we make our own after party also. But if you do this, use that coupon code. Use that coupon code because it gives you a 15% discount. Whereas the other one, which is Satoshi, only gives you a 10% discount. Use that discount. Now, I would have shared this with you last week, except the pimply faced boys didn't like to see cleavage. So I was going to share that with you last week. Yeah, man, it's going to be fun, and we're gonna spend some time with James, Tyler's editor. We're going to do a Chico get-to party. So yeah, there's a couple of people in the Chico Army that are going to be there. I haven't decided on hotel room yet. I know I'm going down on the 3rd. I may go down. I mean, that's for the conference, but I may go down a day early and maybe go deep sea fishing or something. I haven't been deep sea fishing in forever. Assuming that you can do the whole, hey, put it in dry ice and send it to me. But yeah, we're going to be down there. But use that humble in all caps as your coupon code. Now, there is also another way to get a discount, and you can pay with Bitcoin. And now some people say, hey, I'm not going to be Bitcoin pizza guy, and I understand that. So what I did to get the extra discount, but also not feel like Bitcoin pizza guy, is instead of giving them my credit card and paying off my credit card in fiat, I switched some stable coin into Bitcoin and then bought the ticket with that. And then that combined with the extra discount that you get. So I don't feel so much like Bitcoin pizza guy because it was only Bitcoin for a few minutes before I sold it. But yeah, so yeah, you can do the journal admission ticket and your coupon code comes off that. Using Bitcoin, I don't think you get a discount off of this for the after party. Well past not doing that, obviously. But yeah, we're just going to party, man. We're just going to party and learn and try to get a selfie with Melton Demirs before Kinsey does. And also meet the playmate who's got the Bitcoin shirt on. All right, I think that's all that I had. What we got, and we're done 18 minutes early. But what do you guys got to talk about? Let me go back over here and make sure I. Oh! Actually, Splice here. Not done with this yet. For a lot of people that are, again, we've talked about this before. And also, Jillian, this is for you, sweetheart, when we were talking last night about that you're on the right strategy about putting $20 in every week. And let me show, and there's one for Ethereum, but I can't find it. I looked last night and I looked again this morning, but this, let me put this link down here. Guys, when you look for a tool to start talking to people that are not into crypto yet, this Bitcoin calculator is the first way to grab their attention. They don't care about decentralized this. They don't care about decentralized that until you can show them this. And once you get this foothold, then you can talk about the other stuff. But Jillian, this is what I wanted to show you, and you're on the right path. So, for instance, if you'd done $20 every Friday since last January, we met last July. Actually, let's do last July. Let's say that after we first met, you started doing it then. You put in $20 a week. You thought, wow, not only is this guy incredibly handsome, he is so fucking smart. You would have put in $20 a week from the night we met. You would have, at this point, we met 40 weeks ago, you would have put in $800. And in US dollar value, your $800 would now be worth almost $2,900. Now, Ethereum over the past year has doubled Bitcoin's performance, so you'd be closer, doing it in Ethereum, you'd be closer to $5,700 right now, doing your $20 every Friday. So I'm so proud of you for, it took a little bit, and I know that you had some real life circumstances going on, but I'm so proud of you, which is why I shared your Ethereum address with these guys a little bit earlier if y'all wanted to send her some ETH. This is a young kid trying to make it, but that tool right there is the best way, is the absolute best way to start the conversation with people that you're trying to pull into crypto. Miami is going to be lit, my brother. It's all about money. It's all about money, but that's the perfect way. how'd you get started with the Telegram bots for wallet watching? Interesting story. With one of my swim buddies in the Chico Army, and if every one of you don't have a swim buddy, you need to have at least 3, 4, or 5 of them. Hopefully people living in different time zones. All of you keeping an eye on what's going on in the Telegram chat during your live stream. Are you going to stream when you get back from Florida and let us know how it went? Brother, we'll probably stream from Florida. If we're going to have low-key money there and Kinsey there and me, hell, maybe we can find a little local bar that we can do a takeover and do our own Jeopardy with some hot chicks there and give away some Ethereum. Whoa, low-flying helicopter. But we'll do something from there, I'm sure. Where was I? What was I talking about before I got off track?
What did I say before that?
Oh, thank you. Yes, swim buddies. That way each of you are watching the Telegram group during different time zones. And if one of you is watching Twitter, or if one of you is watching other social media or whatever, or that ETH Reddit that Tyler shared with us on Saturday, and share with each other. And so in my swim group, I said, hey, check this wallet out. Watch what it's doing. And how I found the wallet, I think I've told the story a couple times. I'll do it again. And because we found something interesting this weekend during Tyler's stream. But I went to Tyler's stream. He started talking about a coin. I can't remember what token it was. But as soon as he started talking about it, the price started going up. And then while Tyler was streaming, I started seeing all these huge dumps. And so I started following those wallets, but I was doing it manually, like on Zapper. And so I shared it with one of my swim buddies, and she says, hey, check this out. And it was the bot, and I guess that she had designed the bot, which is why I don't share that with y'all, because it's not mine, but they're not hard to build, is what Kinsey was saying, because it's not my intellectual property to share with you. But one of my swim buddies said, here, and you basically plop in the wallet address and give it a name, and it follows them, but they're not hard to build. But that's how I got into the whale wallet watching. And then, hey, some of them you go, all right, I like this guy's moves. I'm going to mirror him, which is what I'm doing in my experimental wallet is some Tyler calls and some whale watching. But the whales I'm watching kind of mimic Tyler's calls anyway, so. But, and then there's some that go, okay, you're just an idiot. You buy everything. You're just a DJ, and then you can get rid of them. But that's the way to do it. That's the way we do it. Hey, Rowan. Yeah, Tyler's the man. Tyler's the man. He's a good man. He's a smart man, but he's a good person. He's a good person. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll do something from down there, I'm sure. All right. Well, hey, it's time for you guys. Time for you guys. If y'all got some, if you got some coins that you want us to take a look at, we got 12 minutes. We got 12 minutes. I don't think I have anything else on Twitter to share. Let me see. I know there's a 20-second delay. All right, Quick Crypto. Thank you, my brother. Thanks for hopping in, man. Appreciate it. You're also the man. Changing my... No, man. Hey, and if I've helped you down that road a little bit, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. And if you ever want to pay me back, go and do likewise. Go teach somebody else. Go bring somebody else into this way of thinking, man. Stream unavailable. Just got knocked off. They went and reported for copyright. But that's cool, because all I got to do is block out that part. Which is why I did it that way.